Taxi Driver has been rumored for a standalone 4K edition. Warner Brothers announces Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom for 4K and Blu-ray. Criterion announces their new April slate, including another version of Picnic at Hanging Rock on 4K. Severin unveils their new March slate, including another version of Burial Ground on 4K. Lionsgate announces more box sets for the Saw and Expendables films. Kino Lorber announces 90s comedy In and Out for 4K. And Paramount announces a beautiful King Kong 1976 4K steelbook for this spring. All this and more in the next Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we're here for the Physical Media Report, episode 196. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of Blu-ray and 4K. My goodness, only 4 episodes away from episode 200. I've been doing this show, guys, for going on 4 years. This is absolutely crazy, but I am here today, guys, to deliver the news. We got rumors to talk about. We've got news and announcements. We've got some deals. We've got a bunch of stuff to talk about that's coming out this week. 4Ks, Blu-rays, well, maybe not a ton, but still a good amount of Blu-rays and 4Ks that are coming out this week. January is a little bit of a light month. It feels like I say that, but I've got a massive stack of Blu-rays and 4Ks that I have to get into to review and talk about this week, but it still feels like it's been a little light as compared to other months. But hopefully things kick up in the next few months, and it seems like it is, because I got a lot of stuff to talk about here today. But before we get into it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We cover physical media on this channel, Blu-rays, 4Ks, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me every single day. So if you like that kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button. And also, guys, let me know in that comment section below of everything that we discuss here today on the Physical Media Report. What gets you the most excited? What gets you the most amped up? And what gets your juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below, and then turn on bell notifications for all future videos. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it, guys. We are going to start with the rumors, and the first rumor that I have is a movie that already has a 4K release, but it has a 4K release inside of a box set, the Columbia Classics Volume 2, and that is Taxi Driver is heavily rumored to come to 4K standalone, to get a 4K standalone steelbook sometime this summer. Now, the forums, Reddit is saying July. Also, Dawn of the Disc on Instagram posted July. So there's no official confirmation of this from Sony, but it is rumored that we will be getting that standalone 4K of Taxi Driver this summer. And I know a lot of people's been waiting on that. They didn't want to get an entire box set for just one movie on 4K. That was an incredibly smart decision by Sony to put that movie in that box set, because I'm pretty sure that sold that set for a lot of people that bought it. Now, I like Stripes in that set. There was a few movies, The Social Networks in that set. A few movies kind of sold it for me, but I don't know, guys. Taxi Driver, like, that was a huge one to make exclusive inside of a box set. Like, that's maybe one of more, I'd say, top 3 most popular Martin Scorsese movies, like, locked in a box set. So I'm glad that they are finally putting that out almost 3 years later. That came out in 2021. Almost 3 years later, we are finally getting Taxi Driver standalone on 4K. Now, the image of the steelbook that's been floating around is not great, and some people said that that was a past Blu-ray steelbook, and that's just a placeholder, that that's not actually going to be the steelbook design, and I hope it's not, because that is very plain. Like, Taxi Driver deserves so much better, and Sony is kind of known for doing great artwork on their steelbook releases. Even if it's just the original poster in steelbook form, maybe do some embossing on the actual, like, font of Taxi Driver. Like, it could be a beautiful steelbook. So I hope that Sony does it right. And look, I've got Taxi Driver on 4K because I got the Columbia Classics Volume 2, but if they do a nice steelbook for Taxi Driver, it's my favorite Scorsese film, I'll probably end up getting it. Well, that and Raging Bull is kind of locked for number 1. I love both of those movies. But Taxi Driver, 4K steelbook, I'm here for it. I'll definitely pick it up, and I'm glad that everybody's going to get an opportunity to watch that on 4K, because it was a gorgeous transfer, absolutely gorgeous transfer. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you're excited for Taxi Driver on 4K. Now let's go ahead and jump into the news and announcements, and we're going to start off with a Saw 10 film 20th anniversary Blu-ray box set that was announced by Lionsgate last week. This is supposed to be coming out on March the 5th for $79.99, which is a pretty steep price point, considering you can get the first 8 Saw films in a Blu-ray collection set for like 15 bucks. I'm pretty sure I bought it for like 15 bucks. And then I think you can buy Spiral probably for like 10 bucks right now on Blu-ray. And I know you can buy Saw X for $13.99. So add all that together, what is that, $40 maybe? Like maybe less than that, $39 with tax. So that's half of what this is going to cost, and maybe that price will go down. That's probably full SRP. Maybe it'll go down to $59.99, but still, you can get it cheaper if you buy them all individual. But it is a cool looking box set. I like the design on it. I understand what Lionsgate's doing. Lionsgate does this a lot, guys. They have a franchise and they beat it to death, like especially if it's a popular franchise, because they know that fans that are physical media collectors are going to eat that crap up and buy every single release that they put out. Like they're doing it with John Wick. Like every few months we got a new Steelbook set, a new pack set, Blu-ray set. Now, I will say that all 10 of these films in this set, if you don't own the Saw films, like this is a cool option for you to get this Blu-ray set, but all 10 of these films are Blu-ray, even though Saw X, Jigsaw, Spiral, and the first Saw movie all have 4K releases, but none of the 4K releases are in this set. These are all Blu-ray. So it looks like a nice set. Like, let me know if you're interested in it, but I don't know, guys. At this point, like, we should be upgrading Saw 2. We should be upgrading Saw 3 to 4K. Like, I don't understand. I know it costs money, but like, if you're gonna re-release all this crap like over and over again, if you know that Saw is a big seller enough so that you want to re-release this stuff, they're always doing slipcovers and different slipcover versions and steelbooks and all this kind of crap with Saw. Like, if you know it's a seller, then just go ahead and upgrade all these movies to 4K. Like, maybe it's going to cost a lot, but I can guarantee you it will sell, because Saw fans, you know, will buy that set. If you release an entire like big steelbook box set of the Saw movies, like that would sell like hotcakes. I can almost guarantee it, because Saw just has a massive fan base, especially after Saw X came out. Like, that was a big hit among Saw fans for sure. So I would say, look, Lionsgate, like, upgrade these. It doesn't matter what it costs, because you will make that money back. The Saw fans will show up. I don't know if I will. I probably will, but I'm not the biggest Saw fan. But the Saw fans will show up and they will buy all of these movies on 4K. You don't have to keep releasing these movies on Blu-ray. We can start pulling in some of these movies into 4K. It's okay. You can do it, even if it's just like 2 at a time, you know. But that would definitely suck if they do it 2 at a time, like 2 a year, and then they do a big 4K box set after they release them all for people to buy even more copies. I don't know. It's a mess, guys, but Saw just needs to be upgraded to 4K. And then beyond all that, beyond the fact that these could be upgraded to 4K at some point, the franchise is not done. They are already making Saw 11 right now. So if you buy this complete box set, Saw box set, like next year they're going to do a 11 film box set, and then they're going to do a 12 film box set, and a 13, however many more Saw films they make. So this is not a complete collection. Like, there's going to be more that comes out, so there's going to be more big box sets to release. So it's even less of an incentive to buy this, unless you're just a big Saw fan and you just want all the Saw movies, you know, all the Saw editions in your collection because you consider them to be a collectible. There are collectors like that. Friday the 13th gets releases all the time as well from Paramount, because collectors like to buy that kind of stuff. So, but I just think that there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of negatives against this box set right here. You know, the 10 films, they're not in 4K. You know, you're going to get an 11 film set next year. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is anybody going to get this set? Let me know in that comment section below. But I spent way too much time talking about Saw, guys. I did not intend to talk about Saw for that long. But Expendables is also getting a 4-film Blu-ray box set from Lionsgate on March the 5th with art cards. So some nice looking art cards, some nice colors here. This is a good option if you're not into 4K, because all these movies do have a 4K. They have a nice 4K steelbook that Walmart used to have. I don't know if they still have copies of that left or not. But, you know, it's a nice Blu-ray box set if you just want the Blu-rays of these movies. And I'm pretty sure, considering what the money that the fourth one made and how it was received by the critics, I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be the last Expendable, so you're probably good getting this complete box set, and I don't think they're going to add to it, at least not anytime soon, not within the next like 10 years or something. Maybe Stallone does it like right on his deathbed, like he has to send the Expendables out when he's literally laying on his deathbed or something. Maybe that will happen, but as of right now, I think you're safe with the Expendables. Buying this 4-film Blu-ray box set from Lionsgate. It comes out on March the 5th as well, so the same day as the Saw set, and it's going for $44.99 for the set. But again, like, I'm pretty sure you can get the Expendables films for like $5 or $6 on Blu-ray, and then you can get the new one for like $13.99 right now. So it's still going to be cheaper to buy them all individually than this box set. But it's a cool looking box set, and it's got art cards. So there's another thing it's got going for it. But all right, let's go ahead and get into Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, coming out from Warner Brothers on March the 12th. It's getting a 4K, it's getting a Blu-ray, 2 different artworks on those covers, and it's getting a Walmart exclusive 4K Steelbook as well, which looks pretty damn cool. Now, look, the only reason I would want to get this, honestly, is because it's a James Wan film, and I love James Wan as a director. He just so happened to get roped into the DC universe. So I will probably get this at some point. Maybe Warner Brothers will send this to me. If they do, I'll do a review for it. I'll watch it then. But I like the first Aquaman. I saw it in the theaters. I bought it on 4K. Believe it or not, the very first Blu-ray hunt that I did on this channel, I think it was my second video ever on this channel, I did a Blu-ray hunt to Target, and I picked up the first Aquaman. It was like a nice digipack edition. It was a really nice set. I think I got it back here. Yeah, this little set right here, it's like lenticular. Freaking awesome. There's nothing like that coming out for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. But I did enjoy this movie. I did enjoy the movie, but I have not heard the best things about the sequel. And I'm just not into this stuff anymore. I am so like superhero fatigued, especially the DC movies. Like, those were never really all that great to begin with. And now it's just like, what's the point? Y'all are getting ready to reboot the thing anyway. So I don't know, guys. Like, I'll watch the movie because I'm a James Wan supporter, and I'll check it out because of him. Beyond that, I really have no interest in this. But I know there's still some DC fans out there, and there you go, guys. Aquaman, the Lost Kingdom, coming out from Warner Brothers, March the 12th. What are you going to get? The 4K, the Blu-ray, the 4K Steelbook? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, In and Out is coming to 4K. This is a 1997 comedy starring Kevin Kline, right? That's his name. I wanted to say Chris Klein, but that's American Pie. Kevin Kline is in this movie. I loved this movie when I was a kid. I used to watch this all the time. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. And it's so cool that Kino Lorber is putting this out on 4K. I've been calling for it for a long time, guys. Like, more comedies on 4K, please. Like, I would love to see Dumb and Dumber on 4K, Happy Gilmore on 4K, like the Sandler, Jim Carrey comedies, you know. I want to see this stuff on 4K, guys. We're getting all these beautiful horror movies on 4K and action movies on 4K and dramas. Getting tons of dramas on 4K, but where's the comedies on 4K? Some people would say we don't need them, but I love comedies, and I want to see comedies in the best possible picture quality. So put out all the comedies you want, Kino Lorber. I will be there day one to check them out. So yeah, In and Out coming out from 4K, Kino Lorber, and that's just coming soon. That was one of their coming soon announcements. Doesn't have an official release date as of right now. We also got King Kong 1976 is supposed to be getting a 4K Steelbook from Paramount on April the 9th. So this is on Blu-ray.com. It's not officially announced yet, but you can look this up on Blu-ray.com. Says the date it's coming out, April the 9th. I saw the actual image itself on Instagram. It was kind of floating around. So I don't know if that's the legit image, but if it is, it's a really nice Steelbook. So I think I also saw it on the Blu-ray.com forums as well. So really nice Steelbook. I have a confession to make though. I have seen, I think, all the main King Kong movies. I've seen 1932. Is that when it came out? 1932. I've seen Peter Jackson's King Kong. I've seen Kong Skull Island. I have not seen King Kong 1976, and I have the Shout Factory Blu-ray of it, and I still haven't watched it. So I need to get on watching this movie at some point, because I heard it's great, and I loved the ride. I'm pretty sure the ride at Universal Studios was based on this specific movie. So I need to watch this movie because I think it's the same King Kong. But yeah, I'm excited to pick this one up. I mean, I love the monster movies, and Godzilla -1. I can't wait till that gets announced for 4K. So yeah, King Kong 1976. Are you excited to pick up a 4K Steelbook version? Hopefully it gets a slipcover version as well. April the 9th, let me know in that comment section below. We also have Criterion giving us their April announcements, and there was some decent stuff in here, some cool stuff, but nothing that really just stands out to me as like must own day of. Like I rarely pick up Criterion day of anyway because I just wait for the sales. But let's get into it, guys. We got Picnic at Hanging Rock. This is a Peter Weir film who also directed The Truman Show, Dead Poet Society, a number of other films. This comes out on April the 9th, and this has HDR. So Second Sight released Picnic at Hanging Rock last year, a nice big chunky box edition. I actually didn't pick that one up because it was very expensive. It was like $70, $75. It was way more than the normal Second Sight edition. I come to find out it's because it actually included the novel in it as well. So that's why it was so much. But I never picked that one up, and I kind of wanted to, but again, it was very expensive. So I think I would rather just go ahead and pick this movie up from the Criterion Collection in the July sale, because this comes out in April, and just spend $25 on it and have it in the collection. So I'm kind of happy that Criterion made this announcement, but it is another, you know, in a long string. Like, this honestly deserves its own video. Like, all these labels are just announcing the same movie, it feels like. Feels like it's happening more and more recently. So if you bought this from Second Sight, like, this is not the most excited announcement because you already have the movie. Now, it may have special features. I didn't dive deep into whether or not it has new special features or the same special features as the Second Sight, but it's, you know, I'm gonna get it. But are you excited for another version of Picnic at Hanging Rock? Let me know in the comment section. Well, I'm pretty sure it's an upgrade from a previous Criterion release, so it probably doesn't have new special features. We also have Werkmeister. I'm probably butchering this name, guys. I'm so sorry. Werkmeister Harmonies coming out on 4K on April the 16th. Never heard of this movie, don't know anything about it, but it's cool that a movie that I've never heard of is getting a 4K. There's 4 4Ks coming out in this 5-movie slate from Criterion, so very cool. We also got I Am Cuba coming out on 4K on April the 23rd. This is a movie that I, again, don't know anything about. I think it's a black and white film, so black and white always looks great in 4K. Sure, I'm down for it at some point. Maybe I'll pick it up in a sale. La Haine is coming out on 4K as well, April the 2nd. This has Dolby Vision and HDR, so definitely cool that it's including both of those. And I believe this is also a black and white film. I have heard of this movie. I've seen a lot of people post about this movie, a lot of images from this film. Don't really know too much about it, but it is one that I have been wanting to check out. So this is definitely one that I will pick up in a future sale. We also got Dogfight coming out on April the 30th. Now, this is a Blu-ray only. This is the only Blu-ray in this group of announcements. So this is one that looks interesting. It's got Lily Taylor in it. It's also got River Phoenix, and I think it's from 1990. So I'll probably get this at some point as well, but again, in a Criterion sale. So yeah, I'm not saying these are terrible announcements. I don't know enough about the movies themselves, but it's not an announcement month that really pops. You know, it just doesn't feel like, beyond January, it doesn't feel like Criterion is really trying to cater to a mainstream audience this year. They're really diving deep into these other movies, and I'm sure Criterion nuts are probably super excited for all these movies. These, you know, movies that they probably know and, you know, all talk about in film school and class and pontificate about over coffee and tea and while they're eating crackers. I don't know, guys, but these are not like the movies that get me the most. Maybe they're great movies. Let me know if you're excited for them in the comment section below. I'm going to take a lot of heat for that, I know. All right, let's go ahead and get into the Severin announcements, guys. Severin March announcements on the complete opposite end of the spectrum than Criterion, but also movies that I haven't seen, and only one of them I've heard of. We have Burial Ground coming out on 4K. This is a new 4K restoration, even though 88 Films already did a 4K of this last year, and this is coming out for $38 on the Severin website. And I'll get into the bundles here in a second, guys. So yeah, Burial Ground, I never picked up the 88 Films version, but this is a new restoration. I think it's got new features as well. I might go ahead and pick this up because I have heard good things about it, and it kind of, just looking at the cover and looking at what it's about, it kind of reminds me of like a zombie type movie, Lucio Fulci's Zombie, and I know it's an Italian horror film, and I've heard some good things about it, so I might pick up the Severin version since I didn't get the 88 Films one. So yeah, that's definitely one that I might actually grab. Dracula, Prisoner of Frankenstein, which is a Jess Franco film. I watched like 3 or 4 Jess Franco films last year. I don't really know if I need any more in the collection. This one's going to be $28, just a Blu-ray release, not a 4K for that one. And we got Blood Moon, which is an Australian horror film, I believe, Australian slasher. This is coming out for $24 on Blu-ray, and this one does not have a slipcover. Dracula, Prisoner of Frankenstein does have a slipcover. So we also got, in addition to this, we got a bunch of bundles to talk about. These are all coming out in March. They were announced. They're up for pre-order right now on the Severin website and Amazon as well. They're up for pre-order on Amazon, but you're not going to get the nice slip covers with them. We have the Death Smells bundle, which is the Burial Ground bundle. This includes Burial Ground 4K, a shirt, and a pillow with some weird kid's face on it. Again, I haven't seen the movie. I don't know the context. I imagine he has to be a funny character from the film. I don't know. But you get a pillow, you get a shirt, and you get Burial Ground on 4K, and this is a $70 bundle. So you're basically paying $30 for a pillow and a shirt. So sure, that's not a bad deal. Just the disc bundle, you can get all three of these releases for $79. So they take about $7 off if you would buy them individually. So, but I do like, because you look on the Severin website and it's $80 free shipping. If you spend $80, you get free shipping, and they price this at $79. So if you bought these individually, yeah, it would cost you $7 more, but you would get free shipping. So isn't that like the same thing? It feels like, anyway. So that just feels like a kick in the nuts from Severin. They couldn't price that at 80, so you would really actually save. I don't know, guys. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comment section below. I just thought that was kind of interesting. Smells Like Deal bundle, though. Smells Like Deal bundle is all the releases, and you get the t-shirt and the pillow for $115. So, but that's the Severin releases. Let's go ahead and get into the March Viavision releases over in Australia. And there's some pretty cool stuff coming out. A lot of these have releases in the States, but if you're in Australia, definitely some cool options to purchase these movies. We have a Saw 4K with a nice lenticular cover. This does look really nice. I like it. I'm not a big enough Saw fan to want to import this, especially since I already have Saw on 4K. But if you're in Australia, it's a cool option to own Saw for sure. We also have a Firestarter 2 movie Blu-ray set, which has Firestarter and Firestarter 2 in it, which is definitely pretty cool. I don't know if Firestarter 2 has a Blu-ray. Can somebody let me know in the comment section if that actually does have a Blu-ray in the States? Because maybe that is worth getting. Maybe I will actually import it, even though I had the Scream Factory Firestarter, just to get the second Firestarter, because I haven't seen the second Firestarter, so that might be an interesting one to watch. Now, I'm not talking about the recent one that came out in like 2022. I'm talking about, I think this one came out in like maybe the 2000s region. But yeah, Firestarter 2 movie Blu-ray set, definitely a cool addition though. And we got Conan the Destroyer on Blu-ray. Where's Barbarian? Y'all couldn't get both of them to put in a 2 movie box set to combat Arrow Video, but this is just Conan the Destroyer on a Blu-ray with a nice little lenticular slipcover from Viavision. So yeah, some cool releases from Viavision this month for sure. We also have All Quiet on the Western Front getting a 4K Steelbook from MPI on February the 27th. So I know this has a Digipack edition. I kind of want that. I'm going to see if that's still available, but I heard great things about this movie, and I love World War I movies, so I need to get either the Digipack or the Steelbook when it comes out at some point. But yeah, it looks like a cool Steelbook, and again, I've heard great things about the movie. Needed to check it out. We also got Sabotage getting a Blu-ray edition from MBD Rewind with 2 new interviews in this as well, and this comes out on May the 7th. So I don't really know what this movie is, but MBD Rewind, look, they've been really impressing me with their releases, adding in new features, commentaries, and I just love their packaging. I think it's a really cool aesthetic, retro aesthetic. So yeah, I'm down for all the MBD Rewind releases they want to give us. We also got Dream Scenario getting a Blu-ray release. This is the Nicolas Cage Dream movie. This is coming out from Lionsgate. It's an A24 film, and this comes out sometime in February. No specified release date for that one as of yet. And we also have Goodbye Uncle Tom getting a 4K from Blue Underground, and this includes the Italian and English version in 4K and loads of features and 2 documentaries in this release as well. This is a 4-disc set, and yeah, this looks really cool actually, and I don't know Again, somebody let me know in the comment section, does this have a previous release from Blue Underground? Because this might be a new 4K release from Blue Underground, and they haven't really been getting a ton of new movies to put out on 4K or Blu-ray. It feels like they're just re-releasing stuff in 4K, so this could be a sign that some life is being breathed into Blue Underground. They're going to start putting out some new editions, which I'm definitely down for sure, because Blue Underground, like, they always do, like, some of the best 4Ks come from Blue Underground. So let me know if you're interested in this one in the comment section below. So that's all the announcements. Let's go ahead and jump into the deals. We got quite a few good deals going on right now. We got the Arrow Video Barnes & Noble 50% off sale going on until February the 5th. So still going on all the way until next week. You got all the time in the world to order from the Barnes & Noble website. Go to your Barnes & Noble, check out some Arrow Video titles. Arrow Video just does the best work, guys. Check out all their stuff. Get all their stuff at while you can. We also have a ton of steelbooks on sale right now on bestbuy.com. Get on the Best Buy website, browse their steelbook section. There's tons of stuff marked down. Lionsgate steelbooks marked down to like $13.99. You got Marvel, DC steelbooks down to like $15, $10. Disney steelbooks, $10. So all kinds of good deals on steelbooks on there. Get them while they're hot. Get them while they last. Because again, Best Buy's trying to get all this stuff, get rid of all this stuff before they completely exit physical media. We also got a Groove Valentine's Day sale going on right now. You can get a lot of romantic rom-com movies on their DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, I believe, as well, for pretty cheap. But that's the deals. Let's go ahead and jump into what is new this week. There's not a ton of stuff coming out this week, but there's some good quality stuff coming this week, including one release that I have already reviewed on the channel, but we do have Kindergarten Cop coming to 4K this week from Kino Lorber for $26.99. I cannot wait. I pre-ordered this from Kino Lorber's website, so hopefully I'll get it in soon. I cannot wait to see this movie in 4K. I love this movie. I've loved it since I was a kid, so I cannot wait to watch that movie on 4K. It's not a Tuma in 4K, guys. Can you wait for it? Can you believe it? We're getting that this week. Oh my God, it's so great. Thinner, which I did review on the channel. Go check out the review. Is getting a Blu-ray release from Screen Factory for $28.99, guys. There's 3 new interviews on that and 2 new audio commentaries. It is worth picking up. Again, you can go check out my review for the full details, but it's worth picking up in my opinion. Jennifer 8 is getting a Blu-ray release from Screen Factory for $28.99. Screen Factory seems to have fully embraced the Blu-ray releases at this point. They're like all in on Blu-ray. They got 4Ks coming next month in March, but like it's all Blu-ray this month from Screen Factory. I got an Unlawful Entry in on Blu-ray recently. It's just all Blu-ray, and they're just doing some great additions, great features, so I'm here for it. We also got the Chantel Akerman 9-film collection coming out from Criterion for $68.99. We got Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earth coming out from Warner Brothers on 4K for $32.99 and getting a Blu-ray edition for $22.96. We also have the See Shall Not Have Them Albert's RN double movie pack. Sorry guys, I don't even know what this stuff is anymore. Coming out from Cohen Media Group for $22.49. We also have The Inferno coming out from Mondo Macabro for $22.48. We also have Curse of the Dog coming out. Curse of the Dog God, guys. Curse of the Dog God, guys, coming out from Mondo Macabro for $22.48. We also have Special Ops Lioness Season 1 coming out from Paramount for $26.98. That just looks like, that's such a generic title, but that show has like Zoe Saldana in it. It's got like an incredible cast. There was somebody else big in it as well. It's like, but it's such a generic title. Lawman Bass Reeves Season 1's coming out from Paramount for $35.99. We got the Triplets of Belleville coming out from Sony for $26.99. We got Janai coming out from Indicator. It's got Christopher Lee in it for $22.99. We got Impossible Object coming out from Indicator for $23.98. We have Your Lucky Day coming out from Wellgo USA for $18.98. We have Wolfpack Wellgo USA coming out for $21.74. And we have Project Dorothy. Is that a Twister spinoff? Coming out from Gravitas Ventures for $19.99. And with that, guys, we are done with today's edition of the Physical Media Report. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. If you can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Comment down below of everything that we talked about. What are you the most excited about? Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos and follow me on all my social media accounts. Guys, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Letterboxd, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on all the places. Follow me down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.